How do you possess all of this knowledge? One could only say experience. 99.5% of the things you are saying is real life accurate. You can't be much older than myself. I was born in 94. Needless to say, I relate to too much of your videos, especially this one. I'm curious. My birthday is December 25th, 1991. So I got you about 3 years. How do I possess all of this knowledge? Some of them do come from experience. But let me take it from the top though. So I was one of those kids that was blessed with a mother. If I could ask her all the questions in the world, no matter how stupid the question was, she gonna always give you an answer. And if she didn't have the answer, she would always say, let's go learn it together. My mom is literally the greatest teacher on the planet to me. I could ask anything I ever want, and she would take the time out of her day to break it down to me. A lot of the things, a lot of my way of teaching that I'm breaking down, the way I teach in these videos, that is the way my mama do it. So a lot of this I absorbed from her. That's my teaching way of doing it. Secondly, my entourage as a kid was a bunch of 60-year-olds. Even though I ran faster than them, I knew that they knew the roads. So I would stick around them, and when I get around other kids my age, I never related to them. I was so ahead of my time because of the people I hung around. And another thing is, most of this stuff is also experience as well. I was once a narcissist. I've slept with married women. I've slept with people's girlfriends. It was a time where I didn't want to take the time to heal from a relationship, so I started doing things. I've been on the hurt side of the game, and I've also been the one that did the hurting before. Yes, I am a past narcissist. I have been very narcissistic to people in my past before I became healed. It wasn't until I slept with the last married woman and realized that her husband had a level of concern for her. She literally answered the phone around me while I was around. And she said, I'll be home in a minute, baby. I love you. And he was so assured of his wife the way he responded to her and said, I love you too. I realized that I was actually hurting someone. So in that moment, what I did, I decided to practice abstinence and literally focus on my healing. So I took the time to cry. I took the time to endure all the things I had to go through. Next thing you know, I started having accountability of the things that I had wrong in the relationship. And all of a sudden, now I'm healed. Now, my sole purpose is to help people not make the same mistake I made. Because if you don't heal, you're going to hurt other people. You're going to infect other people. And why was I sleeping around women and women? Because I was trying to avoid the hurt that a woman caused me. Too much to the point of I wanted to sleep with every other woman that only had somebody. I didn't want her to be single. I was literally operating off hurt. Not to mention, as a child, I was exposed to a lot of shit. I was only 6 years old, right? I would wake up and see these married couples kissing each other, right? The husband would leave off. Literally 30 minutes later, a police would show up at that same house, and that same woman would come outside dolled up, and she was just in the bonnet before her husband left. I was exposed to a lot of shit. It's so much more to this, but this is what I got for you for now.